What's good, YouTube? It's Mr. Cashflow back today with another video. Today's video, I'll be showing you how to get approved for an apartment with the CPN. In order to build your CPN number, go to the Steve Morse website. This is a site that you can use in order to properly structure your CPN number. Now, the best way to make a CPN number is to have it age appropriate and state oriented, meaning that the number matches where you were born at as well as your age. Once you get your CPN number, then you want to start the tri-merging process, which is essentially going to different credit card sites, doing a hard pull until they get your credit information into all three credit bureaus. One thing that a lot of my clients have been having troubles with and having issues with is that they do multiple credit card applications, and when they get into their Credit Karma, then they have multiple hard inquiries. That is not what you want to do. The way you tri-merge your credit profile is going to different public record sites, so sites that do pre-qualification applications, applying for a credit card, but not finishing the whole entire application. Once it gives you your limit, or if you are approved or denied, do not go to the next step, just stop. Then you do one hard pull at the very end, which is normally a Chase Freedom card. And if you do this right, sometimes you can even get into Credit Karma without having any hard pulls. Now, once you get your Credit Karma and all that information, the next step you need to do is add in public records and trade lines. Public records is essentially how the credit bureaus find your information. So anytime you do an application, the credit card companies or whatever furniture, they will pull your information from Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Public records is putting information into the system so that they can pull your credit report. If you don't have any information on you, you're going to get a result that says no results found, or you have a lack of trade lines within a 6 months time. So what you need to do is add an authorized user that's older than 6 months, or you can add a backdated rental primary. Now, if you want to get an apartment, this is the best trade line to get because it will show that you have been making payments for your rent for the past couple years. If you need help with backdated primary trade lines, or if you need authorized user trade lines, you can message us on Instagram or Telegram. Then once your trade lines post, go to Rent Cafe. Most of the apartments in this website are CPN friendly, so you'll be able to use them. Now, one rule of thumb is that their third-party verification system is typically RentGrow, and RentGrow pulls from Experian. So if you do not have an Experian score, you might have a higher deposit. It just depends on your credit situation and your income. Before you apply, you need to have the following documents ready to go. You need to have proof of income, which could be your most recent pay stubs or bank statements, and then you want to have an ID or a social security card. If you do not have a score and you apply, they will ask you for a social card. I do not always recommend for you to make a fake social. I don't recommend that, but some people are going to do it no matter what. So if you do it, just make sure that your card is good. If you did every single step in this video, you can get approved for an apartment. Now, you must understand that every single application may not get approved. There are different things that each apartment wants. You might get denied. So if you're using a CPN, I always recommend to at least have 3 places that you want to apply to. Typically, each place will charge an application fee, which is like $75. An admin fee, which is like $200 to $250. And the last thing that you will be responsible for is the prorated rent. So let's say you move in on the 15th, you will be responsible from the 15th to the 30th or 31st. That's what you'll pay for the move-in. Once the first comes, then the next month rent is due, and you will be paying that from then until whenever you move out. Now, here's the gem that most people don't know. When you're moving into an apartment, you can go to specific apartments that do apartment specials, and you can get the first month or 2 months free. So if you're having troubles with finding an apartment and getting stable, you can give yourself 1 to 2 months to get back on your feet so that you can either find an extra source of income or do whatever you have to do in order to make sure that you make these payments every month. Now, when you're getting a CPN, do not just think that you can get a CPN and never pay stuff back. No. If you use a CPN, it's still going to fall back on the credit of the CPN. What I always recommend is to get your rent reported and then make these payments every single month so that once your credit score goes up, you can use that CPN in the future to get access to more funding. If you need help with any of these steps, you can go to the link in my bio and sign up for our CPN Mentorship Class. In this class, I will be teaching you every single thing about CPNs. Within the past few years, we have had thousands of clients come through us, and we're able to get an apartment, a car, and even be able to turn around their life and start getting financed through their real credit and business credit as well. Just know that you might be down, but you're not out. Do not give up. Keep on going forward. Make sure that you make the right decisions every single day. Try to connect with the right people. Once you get yourself in these rooms, once you get yourself in this situation where you're around people who are like-minded, you'll be able to achieve things that you never thought were possible.